Oriana Foster bent down to zip up her bag. In it she had a pair of very worn and faded jeans, 2 plain white blouses, a dark green knitted cardigan given to her by an aunt long since dead, some underthings, and a toiletries bag. In the toiletries bag was a toothbrush and a half-empty tube of toothpaste. Other than what she stood up in, it was all she had. Maybe. She zipped up the cheap holdall, something she'd bought with her wages from her job in the kitchens, and looked around. Whitewashed walls, posters of green fields and rivers on the wall, a bunk bed attached to the wall by rusty brackets. She turned and walked to the door. Outside on the landing, she heard the usual volume of noise coming from below. In the rec room, 2 women were playing table tennis, and playing very well at that. One, Vera McCloskey, was an expert. She'd been playing the game for years. 22 years, some said, although others derided that as a mere rumour. Oriana walked slowly down the iron staircase, her feet clad in a pair of battered trainers, still somehow managing to make a resounding racket as she negotiated the metal stairs. Everywhere around her there was noise. Her own footsteps, voices, clangs and assorted clatters. It never seemed to stop. Even at night calls came out of the walls, women's voices wishing others good night, passing on gossip or even, sometimes, threats. Oriana glanced up as a middle-aged woman approached her. Known to one and all as Miss Clunes, she was dressed in a smart navy blue skirt and white blouse. She smiled. "Well, Ori, looks like this is it then. Got everything?" Oriana glanced down ruefully at her small bag. "I think so, miss," she said quietly, then smiled. "Any Rembrandts I may have forgotten or diamond tiaras I might have left behind will just have to be forwarded." A girl who looked barely 16 suddenly giggled. She was sitting by a radiator reading Hello magazine. "That's a good one, that is. Tiara. Hey, Shaz, we'll have to remember that." She spoke to another teenage girl, busily smoking a cigarette with far too much concentration. Oriana looked at her and wondered what she was on, and where she'd got it. Then she shrugged. It was none of her business anymore. Any of it. Miss Clunes also looked thoughtfully at Shaz, who was very much her business. "Said all your goodbyes, then?" The older woman glanced at Oriana quickly. "Sorry you can't see Sandra. But she'll soon get back on Enhanced, and then you can write." Oriana nodded, but she doubted if her friend would want her to write. She'd ask her not to. Oriana understood. She understood perfectly.